Could I ask you to read this, please?
Okay.
I read out and just tell me what you think.
A penalty charge of such and such pounds is payable before the end of the period of 28 days beginning with the date of this notice. If the penalty charge is paid before the end of the period of 14 days beginning with the date of this notice, the penalty charge payable will be reduced by 50%.
So can you tell me what you think of this letter?
Well, I'll be a bit shocked if I got a letter like this, of course. Well,
if you do you know what it is?
I have a rough idea. It's a charge for some sort of transportation failure.
And say, how would life be if you couldn't read this?
Oh, it would be terrible, I suppose. You wouldn't have a clue what was going on in the world, and it would be very hard to get around. I could not imagine it, to be honest.
And say, why do you think that people in this day and age can't read?
I don't know. It's so much shocking. I don't know how many people are affected, but it's probably more than what most people think. I would guess that it's a failure of society, education, parenting. In this day and age, you would expect everyone to be able to read, and if you can't read, it must be so hard to be able to cope and get by in life.
This little greeting comes to thank you more than words can say. To Ali, thanks for being there. Thanks for being you. Thanks for giving me a chance when I didn't deserve it. Thanks, babe. Love, P.
So how would you feel? Well, do you know what it is, first of all?
Do I know what this
Yeah.
is? It's a thank you card.
And so how would you feel if you couldn't read and you got that card?
I feel very frustrated because I'd want to know what it is and I wouldn't want to have to ask anyone to read it for me. I'd love to be able to read it myself, so I think I'd feel very frustrated. And maybe the age that I'm at, I might feel a little bit embarrassed, I reckon.
So yeah, could you just read this letter, please, and see what you think?
We are pleased to tell you that an appointment has been booked for your child as follows. Please arrive at the hospital 15 minutes before your child's appointed time. But you should allow up to 2 hours for your child's appointment.
Do you know what it's about? What is this letter about?
It's about a child's appointment in hospital.
Okay, and how would you feel if you got that letter and you couldn't read?
Well, probably confused, because I'd be able to tell from the letter heading and stuff it was to do with the hospital.
How would you know that?
Well, because of the letter heading. Like, it's NHS, I think I'd recognise that even if I couldn't read as such. Through visual rec. I don't know, I'd be gutted because I know it'd be important, but I wouldn't know what to do with it. I know it would help my child be getting better, but I wouldn't know how to go about making that happen. So I guess I'd feel a little bit alienated. Yeah, probably not doing a great deal for my self-image or my sense of self-worth, because I'd have my child who's obviously unwell, and I wouldn't be able to help him, which would make me feel pretty horrible.
Achievement in learning, this certificate is awarded to for leading his group's original and creative ideas for a new system of money on their imaginary island. Well done. Ash class signature, date 29th of June 2012. This is an achievement award certificate.
Okay, and what would you feel if you got this through the post or whatever and you couldn't read it?
I would feel very disappointed because not many people have the chance to read, because most people who live in Hackney have dyslexia, so I consider myself lucky.
London, Regulation 2001, as amended, and the Greater London Central Zone.
So do you understand what it is?
Not really. I understand that this is a penalty charge notice, and for now the part I've read was about the regulation.
So what would you do if you couldn't read? How would you feel if you got that letter in the post and you couldn't read it?
If I couldn't read it, I would feel very frustrated. It would be hard for me, to be honest, if I don't understand what I read. in a way I feel lost, if I can say, because if I don't understand what the letter is about, obviously it's helpless. So yeah, I would feel bad and frustrated.
Hello everybody, my name's Alison and I'm the founder of Kakandi Projects. If you're watching this video in the workshop, great, and I hope you're enjoying it. If you're watching it on the website and you want to find out more information, please get in contact with me. My contact details are on the contacts page. So just to end the video, I just wanted to really have a chat with one of the mentors, Nevada, who's kindly come to speak today. Nevada, how did you get involved, or why did you get involved in volunteering to begin with?
Yeah, well, basically, I went in prison, and that's where I started. And from there, I just continued on the outside, because I was inside, and there's a couple guys there that they want to fill out certain form and they didn't know how to go about it, and it made them hungry, so they kick off for the simplest of things, and they kick off when they didn't really need to even kick off. So I see that there's a lot of people out there that not be able to do certain things for themselves, cause them to be ignorant. So that's how I get involved in it, and I enjoy it. So I'm still doing it on the outside right now with the Kakandi project.
What would you say the most important thing is for a mentor? What one thing is, if you don't have anything else, what would you say is the one thing that you need to have? What skill?
First and foremost, you need to have communication skills, because you have to know how to communicate with each and everyone and to get your point across, and you have to know how to communicate to them to break that ice, or you could call it the barrier. So getting them to start speak and open up to you, and not so much of open up, but just to trust you a bit.
Yeah.
And then one can take it from there.
I'm sure most people can tell from Nevada's accent that he's not from England. Nevada, I know where you're from. Do you want to tell the audience where you're from?
Yes, basically I'm from Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica. That's where I've born and raised until I come to England.
I don't know if this is a myth or I don't know, but a lot of people I know have said that there's a lot of people who struggle with reading in Jamaica. Is that true, or is that just something that has been made up?
Well, definitely. There's a lot of people struggle with reading all over the world, but in Jamaica itself, yeah, there's people that struggle with reading, and they want the help, but they don't know how to go about it, and the school fees are very high, so a lot of people don't really get that part of saying get the attention certain way, and then some of them parents can't really help themselves either. So basically, this Toe by Toe project is very good for each and everyone, and if you can get involved, please do, because you're getting the satisfaction of helping someone is very good, and they get the satisfaction of helping themselves.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why I've actually set this project up, is because there's different reasons why people haven't been given the opportunity to read, and I suppose that's just one of them. What Nevada just mentioned, not being able to go to school. So we're going to end the video there. I like to do things that are short, sharp and sweet and to the point. Like I said, if you're interested, please get in contact, and just keep in mind, imagine if you couldn't read this. Thanks for watching. Bye.